Youth Center is a center that caters for adolescents and the youth aged between 10 to 24 years. And we offer reproductive health and mental health services as well as HIV testing. We are a bit more unique because we are centered at the National Hospital. Therefore, we have the advantage of having a multidisciplinary approach when the youth comes to us. So if they have any other health issue pertaining to any other systems of the body, then we are able to consult, we are able to refer them, and they are able to be seen within the same institution.
And we've had many referrals who come in from schools, from other institutions. But we also do know that among youth, one of adolescents and youth, one of the more effective ways of providing both education, guidance, support, treatment as well is in reproductive.
We also have support groups, either in reproductive health or mental health. We offer counseling services for the adolescents. We have psychiatric clinics that run on treatment. They're seen by specialized psychiatrists, and then you take them through there. In reproductive health, we usually have teenage pregnancy crisis counseling, whereby we go through with them from the antenatal to the postnatal. We see them, we work with them, we talk to them, and more geared towards return to normalcy even after the delivery of the child. That means going back to school, having their visions, going back to what they want to be in life. We also have postnatal care. Postnatal care is care, that is directed, geared towards when we have unsafe abortions. So when they come to our institutions, we take care of them, and then now we take them through counseling, whereby we give them adequate information, reproductive health information, the choices they have for better health. Then we also have STI management, family planning, and reproductive health information in general. By the age of 9, going on 10, is an appropriate time to start telling them what are reproductive health parts, how to take care of them, and how to protect them. We have realized when you start telling them about a bit of their body by the age of 9, then they're able to know what is right and what is wrong.
Framing issues around sex and sexuality that can be taught to our school children as they grow through the stages to become young adults, the constant reinforcement of what is considered appropriate behavior in terms of protection, in terms of ensuring that should this happen to you, these are the places you can actually go and get care and support, and acknowledging that at the end of the day what we're looking for is to provide the best that we can for these young people who grow up to become members of society, recognizing we have our parental guidance, we have and also, of course, even as we're talking about parental guidance, small community guidance, school guidance, there's also individual responsibility. And so the more information that we give young people, the more they're able to hopefully start to take personal responsibility. What has been the impact of COVID on, again, adolescents and young people is that they're sitting at home, many of them idle. And so sexual activity becomes one of those things that may be engaged in, which again may now result in pregnancy, teenage pregnancy. In the public health field, there has been a concern in this country, around the world, obviously, in Africa most definitely, and definitely in Kenya, about issues of teenage pregnancy. Given that now we're in the lockdown, who knows, those numbers may well rise.
You know, at times I find parents, they are very uptight. When you talk to them, they open up and they will tell you stuff. So it's a time for us just to know our children and to create a bond that maybe was never there. It's never too late.
Of course, we have what is considered non-consensual sex, and non-consensual sex is whether you're an adult or whether you're an older adolescent, as in 19 upwards, and a young adult. Well, it's non-consensual and it's not right. And if that therefore takes place, and it is has been recommended is that immediately post the act, one presents themselves to a police station and presents so that they can actually get an occurrence recorded and present themselves to a health facility so that they can be examined. and specimens can actually be taken immediately when they're still fresh, up to and including the clothing that may actually provide evidence to support any particular prosecution that needs to take place. So that usually would be the procedure following an act that was non-consensual, and it would be the same for anybody supposedly who actually needs to take the case forward. In this particular hospital, Kenyatta National Hospital, we have the advantage of having the gender-based violence center. So once again, we have a team of staff there who would be able to, again, make those links very, very quickly. Even within this particular unit, we have people who are, again, trained in that specific skill to be able to provide post-rape care as quickly as possible. There are government-specific documentation that can be filled to assist in, first of all, even just taking a history. It looks at the different things that you are expected to collect when you're taking up specimens. And so we have that documentation here. And then, of course, we have our police post as well. And we link very often with our police post and with the police station, I think it's the Kilimani police station, where we now work on providing support for anybody who has come in with post-rape, a post-rape scenario. In the public health field, there has been a concern in this country, around the world, obviously, in Africa most definitely, and definitely in Kenya, about issues of teenage pregnancy. We know that this is a sexually active age group, and HIV was a principal modality of transmission of HIV. And this is actually an appeal to the parents. There's no question about this. Parenting needs to be deliberate. There are various costs that come with being a parent. You need to be able to invest time in your child. If you're not investing time in your child, then you're not necessarily doing the best you can as a parent. There's no question about it.
It's good to have a structure in this essence. In schools, it offers a structure that they have to wake up at a certain time, they have to do something at a certain time. So how can we have that structure also within the family setup, whereby they wake up in the morning, what they have to do, and even taking care of themselves, even as maybe they would want to see a friend, because remember, they're also very sociable. You know, the schools also offer them that environment of being social. So at home, what is it that you can do to provide a bit of social environment, but with precaution? Remember, precaution is a key thing. We don't want them to get infected. So one is just getting the opportunity to know children, talk to them, speak it as it is. They do understand. At times we think they don't understand. They do understand. And then when adolescents come here, the adolescents come here, or the youth come here, they tell us at times they are not able to have conversation with the parents because one, they are very busy, two, they do not know how. So one, we try to tell them about having sincere conversations, telling them as it is, life as it is. That is one. Even the situation at home. If you find you're having some constraints in the home, our children actually know us very well. They know when we are stressed, they know when there are problems. When you explain to them, when you talk to them, because of the information they have, then they will behave in a better manner.
Again, thank you for being able to listen to this particular presentation. Just talking about the services that we run at the Kenyatta National Hospital Youth Center. As you can see, they're pretty wide and varied, but they are available, and this is the important thing. And our young people do need support in all of these particular areas. We would like to again invite you to come in for services. Call on the Kenyatta National Hospital numbers at 722-829-500/1/2 or 254-733-606-400. The extension for this particular unit, the Kenyatta National Hospital Youth Center, is 43034. Even if you call that number 43034, we will be getting a very dedicated helpline in the next short while, but currently that's the line to use. Thank you.
For anyone who has an adolescent who would want to be helped, we are situated at Kenyatta National Hospital within the main tower block. We are directly opposite the physiotherapy department. As you get in, the guards can easily direct you to where we are. We have realized during the COVID this season, there are a lot of students having issues with anxiety, with stress. So we are here to help.